The Denver Broncos selected Oregon wideout Troy Franklin with the 102nd pick in the draft, and he's going to be the biggest impact player of any day 3 pick in year 1.
Rise for impact.
You asked for it and we delivered. It's Fan Friday, and you, the fans, chose today's topic for Point of View. Don't forget to leave a comment down below and let me know who you think will make the biggest impact among day 3 picks. There's plenty of options, but Franklin stands out as someone poised to make a splash immediately. The California kid played 3 seasons of college football at Oregon and had a breakout junior season where he had 1,383 receiving yards and 14 touchdowns, both single-season school records. And even though it was a loaded draft class at the receiver position, Franklin was still projected to go as high as the late first-round pick and as late as the early third round. Instead, he fell all the way to day 3, and the Broncos didn't take any more chances, trading 3 picks to move up and select the explosive athlete. Head coach Sean Payton was very excited about the selection. Here he is heaping praise on Franklin after he was drafted.
You know, he's a guy that we were really impressed with at the line of scrimmage. We also, had combine, and then even at Bo's private workout, he was there. So probably a little bit more exposure, and there was a lot more coincidence to that. George and I kept watching we're watching Bo when we're seeing the results of this player, and certainly our scouts and coaches had him graded. And when we left here last night, we just thought, man, the big question is there going to be a partner the next morning at the other end that's willing to do a deal? So we were lucky enough to find one.
Payton brings up an important piece to this. Franklin gets to play his first season alongside Bo Nix, his teammate the past 2 seasons. In a lot of ways, both players are responsible for the other's success, and this season will be no different. The Broncos traded Jerry Jeudy to the Browns for a couple of late-round picks, so Franklin should be the number 2 option at the least, and he could turn into the top option if Denver can't get a new deal worked out with Courtland Sutton. So having that immediate connection with the QB is a huge leg up on the rest of the competition, even with the depleted wide receiver room. Franklin was asked at his pro day what it would be like to no longer have Nix as his quarterback. Here's his response.
Man, just our friendship, just our conversations we have, and just being around the type of guy he is for sure.
So it's safe to say he'll enjoy having Nix tossing him the ball again. But even beyond playing with a familiar signal caller, Franklin has the talent to be elite no matter who is under center. Before we get into that, here are the results of this week's poll question. Thanks to all who participated, and look out for another question next week. Now back to it. At the NFL Combine, Franklin was measured at 6'2", 176 pounds, and ran a 4.4 140-yard dash with a 39-inch vertical. He is one of the most athletic players to participate in the Combine, and while for some it doesn't translate to the field, that's not the case here. Check out this play. Franklin fools the DB and leaves him on all fours while Franklin finds the window and reaches back for an acrobatic touchdown grab. Some wideouts are great at getting separation, some can make great catches, but not many can do both as easily as Franklin did here. And his best quality might be his deep ball potential. On this play, Nix doesn't think twice when Franklin going into single coverage and lobs it up for a long touchdown. I know Sean Payton uses a more efficient scheme and likes to get the ball out quickly, but Franklin is enough of a reason to unload it a bit more often. Broncos were 19th in deep ball pass rate last season, and that's with Russell Wilson having an off year in that department. I'd expect it to go up a little with the new weapons. But to get the deep ball going, Nix is going to need time in the pocket. After the Broncos had the 22nd ranked offensive line in 2022, according to Pro Football Focus, they revamped that unit and were ranked 7th last season. Center Lloyd Cushenberry signed with the Titans in free agency, but he was quickly replaced by Sam Mustipher, and they have Alex Forsyth in the waiting in case that doesn't work out. So the offensive line should be a rock solid yet again. All of that to say that Franklin is set up to make the biggest impact of any day 3 pick from this year's draft. He's got the talent, the tools, the mindset, and the staff to put it all together. Of course, Bo Nix will be a big part of Franklin's rookie success. For more on why he was the most underrated QB in the draft, check out this past episode of Point of View. Enjoy the weekend, and we hope to find you here again next week.